Hi guys, here I am again, Lungala Rubadiri, aka Lunga, with yet another story for you. And sometimes we go through days, and at the end of that day, you just think, wow, wow, what just happened? And such was the case on this particular day. I was doing an art show in San Francisco area, United States, California. And I was done with the day, got back to my hotel around 7:30. It was that time of the year when it's still a little bit bright at that time. It's not too dark. And as I drove into the hotel parking lot, it was pretty packed up. So I found a space, about a parking spot, about 15 car spaces from the entrance door of the hotel. And as I was pulling into the parking space, I noticed that the guy in the car parked to the right of me, he had all this luggage piled up behind his car. And at this point, it was just a little sprinkle. It was sprinkling just a little bit. But as he was sorting out his luggage, it turned from a sprinkle to a very quick downpour. Just in seconds, the rain just started dumping. And I'm thinking, whoa. And he just started throwing his luggage back into his car and jumped into the driver's seat. At this point, I noticed he had two kids in the back seat. One was actually in a child seat, and the other was, old enough to be, loose and free, as they call it. But anyway, I just thought to myself, wow, okay, he has all that luggage, he has these kids, and he's probably trying to get into the hotel like me. But I'm thinking, I'm just by myself. Why didn't he just drive his car to the end? Anyway, I'm thinking, okay, I'm busy trying to figure out his solving his problems. Let me just get my laptop together, my phone, and bolt for the main entrance of the hotel, and just forget thinking of other people's issues. But I remember thinking, wow, that sucks right there. Anyway, I waited for the rain to subside, and I realized after a couple of minutes this didn't look like it was going to subside. So I just grabbed my stuff and bolted for the door. And as I got to the entrance of the hotel, I had in mind that if I saw was to see the bellman or a luggage cart or something, I would at least tell the bellman, there's a car, a white SUV parked near where I am, and he should go and try and help them out. But the hotel was busy. I mean, the reception was packed with people. There was a nice kind of fireplace, lots of people standing around there to kind of warm up and sip on some wine and stuff. But yeah, I mean, no bellman to be seen, no luggage carts, nothing. So I thought, okay, I looked, I tried, let me just head to my room. So I got in the elevator, went up to the sixth floor, and as I was entering my hotel room, I remember a door, maybe two doors down, that opened, and out came a gentleman pushing a luggage cart. And I kind of just had this eye contact with him and just said hi. And then he asked me, "Do you need a luggage cart?" And I was like, "No, no, 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 no." And then a split second later, I thought, you know what? Are you done with it? And he said, "Yeah, I'm done with it." So I said, "Okay, okay, let me take it." So I took it from him. I took it into my room, and I was a little soaked from the rain, so I changed my shirt, put on a jacket, and thought, okay, let me at least take the luggage cart down to the lobby and look for the bellman and send him out. So, get back into the elevator, go down there. No bellman in sight, still really hustling, busy at the entrance. And I'm thinking, maybe the guy that I saw in the car next to me is, by this time, is out. Who knows? So I went to the entrance of the hotel and I kind of peeked. I couldn't tell really if, and then I realized there was a little movement. I could see the car from where I was. I thought, okay, I think they're still in there. So I bolt. It's still raining heavy. I bolt and I get to his door and I just pound on the window, and he cracks the door open. I said, "Hey, what's your name?" He says, "Oh, I'm Mark." I said, "Mark, get the kids ready. Get everything. Get the kids together, and I'll get everything from. Just pop the back, the hood, and I'll get the stuff out and put it on the luggage cart. I'll get all the luggage. You just deal with the kids." So, the kids are, oh, it's raining. It's all going to be fun. And he's grabbing the kids and their little toys and whatever. And I get the luggage out, and we both bolt for the main door. And as we get to the entrance of the hotel, this lady comes running, to meet them. And it's like, "Oh, Mark, Mark, and the kids." Oh, So she's like, "Oh, my kids are all soaked and so on." So I kind of hand them the luggage cart, and Mark, says to this lady, yeah, Susan, hey Susan, everything's on the cart unless there's anything you think is missing. And she looks at the luggage cart real quick. She says, no, 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 I think everything's cool. So, and then she says, well, I'm already checked in, but my phone was in the car, so I couldn't even call you to say, hey, um, I can't find the bellman or anything. And then Mark is like, it's okay. Look, everything's sorted out. He's here, found us, and we have all this here. So she says, well, I don't want you guys going up in the room with all this, all soaked up. So why don't you stay down here? Let's hang out by the fire, and we'll have the bellman take all the luggage up to the room. Here are the keys, and Susan hands them to Mark, and then Mark starts handing me one key and digs in his pocket real quick for some $5 bill or whatever. So he starts saying, well, what's the room number to Susan? Susan's like a 6, 15. I know it was on my floor. I can't remember the exact number. But anyway, Mark starts giving me the key and this tip, and I just stand there looking at him, and I said, wait a minute, your names are? And he says, oh, I said, I'm Mark. And I said, Susan, nice to meet you. My name is Lunga. And I just want you guys to know that I am not the bellman. I am actually a fellow hotel guest. And they looked at me, and I mean, they were like, oh, what? Mark is like, no, 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 wait, look, I'm really sorry. Wait, just say that again. I said, my name is Lunga, and nice to meet you guys. He says, well, okay, wait. Okay, so how? And they both are turning from white to red to whatever color, I don't know. But Mark is like, how? Okay, first of all, when you came, okay, how did you know I was there? So I had to explain. I said, look, I parked next to you, and I saw you with these kids, and then long story short, I told them the whole story, and I said, well, Mark, what did you think? He said, first of all, the first thing you did is you asked me what my name was, and I think I told you, and I thought my wife must have told you to come out to look for Mark and the kids. And so he looks at Susan and says, Susan, you didn't send him? And Susan's like, Mark, I've never seen this man before, okay? I thought you, Mark, had called the front desk and told them to have a bellman come out because I was taking too long. And here we are, we have this. So you are, so I said, okay, guys, yes, fine. These things happen, okay? And they're like, we are so embarrassed. The kids were like, okay, something's going on here. We don't understand it, but our parents seem a little bit, embarrassed about what, to say the least. So anyway, I said, look, I'm also on the 6th floor. Let's just all go up together in the elevator. And they just couldn't stop apologizing. I said, guys, it's okay. It's okay. But anyway, we did manage to have enough of a discussion that we agreed we were going to have dinner together the next night. And we met downstairs for dinner, and that was really fun because we just talked about, and Susan was like, I'm so sorry. All night I've been asking Mark, are we just racist? Are we racist? Is that what we are? And I said, well, you have to ask yourself that question. And I've asked myself that question too. Perhaps if I was of a different ethnic group and came and did exactly the same thing, a different ethnicity, you would have seen me as just somebody helping you. Who knows? But I fit the part. You gave me a title and you made an assumption. And listen, I'm guilty of that act too. I sell African art, and 90% of my buyers are Caucasian people here in the United States. And I say once in a while, I'm having a chat with, one of my peeps. Like this one time I was talking to this African American chap for a considerable length of time, and I figured, we're just talking. He's not going to buy anything, but hey, let's just chat and whatever. And then after a while, he decides he's buying some art from me, takes out his credit card, and as I'm running the card, I realize the name on the card is Ray Parker Jr. And I'm thinking, what a coincidence. This is the same name as that guy who sang that song, I'm in love with the other woman, and all that. Those days of the gigolo. And he says, you know me? And I said, and I looked at him, and I realized this is Ray Parker Jr. This is, and I said, Ghostbusters? He's like, oh yeah. And I just said, I can't believe this. So he says, where do you know me from? I said, as a teenager in Kenya. I mean, your music, oh man, the shag. If you went to a barber and asked for the Ray Parker Jr. haircut, they knew to leave the back a little longer, the shag. So he starts laughing. He's like, seriously? I said, even to this day, if I went to a barber shop in Kenya and asked for the Ray Parker Jr. cut, they'll probably know what it is. They'll just probably tell me it's outdated. Hello. But it's like, yeah, everyone tells me I'm done with. Okay. So anyway, I was telling these guys, look, here I was assuming this person is not buying art from me. And if he had come into my booth and said, I am Ray Parker Jr., I probably would have expected him to be. So we all make these, assumptions of people. And sometimes, yes, it's a random act of kindness coming from anywhere. And we've got to see it as that. I mean, yes, I think with Susan and Mark, we talked a lot about Africa and about the United States and about different ethnicities and all of us coming together. But we promised each other that day that we have to make efforts to see people as they are, because these random acts of kindness come flying at us from every direction. We got to be there to embrace them and those around us. So guys, keep safe, keep healthy, and for all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, Laugh with Lunga or Laugh with Lungala Rubadiri, you can go to my YouTube channel. You can also see me on Instagram, and thank you so much indeed for watching my videos. You take care, and God bless you. We'll see you again soon. Another story coming up. You do know that. Take care.